If you miss Cyber Monday, there's 24 shopping days left after that. Number 4, the search is on. It's that time of year where we spend countless hours looking for the perfect gift. The gift that says it all and has value. The gift that will make a difference. How many of you men have a closet full of ties that you never wear? Somebody's perfect gift. How many women have bottles of unused perfume that was a perfect gift? We look to those who has the best counsel at the lowest, best game counsel at the lowest price, the latest fashion clothing, the newest cell phone with the best cell package. Somewhere there, that special something that will bring joy, peace, and happiness into our house. And maybe it'll keep the kids out of our hair at night when we get home tired from work. Maybe it'll keep our spouses busy so they leave us alone. And maybe we're not looking hard enough. Maybe we're looking in the wrong places. Maybe. Click, please. Something's missing. Where's the joy of the season gone? What about the troubles at work? What about the news from the doctor? The world's a mess, asked CNN. How am I going to pay for all of this stuff? Something's missing. Next slide, please. In Mark chapter 10, starting at verse 17, we're told this familiar story. As Jesus started on his way, a man ran up to him and fell at his knees before him. "Good teacher," he asked, "what must I do to inherit life, eternal life?" "Why do you call me good?" Jesus answered. "No one is good except God alone. You know the commandments. You shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not give false testimony, you shall not defraud, honor your father and mother." "Teacher," he declared, "all these I have kept since I was a boy." Jesus looked at him and loved him. "One thing you lack," he said. "Go sell everything you have and give to the poor. You will have treasure in heaven. Then come follow me." At this, the man's face fell. He went away sad because he had great wealth. Now, I want you to recognize something. This young man, I think we would all look to him in the community and probably say, there's a good person. He followed all of those last 6 commandments. He did everything right. And isn't it interesting? We would refer to him as a good person, and this man recognized something was missing in his life. And he lived up to the American dream. He looked to me like he was a self-made man. So eternal life had to be something I can earn. You saw that pronoun. I wish there was a way I could have made it jump out of the screens for you. What must I do to get eternal life? Something was missing in his life. Something he never recognized he couldn't do on his own. He needed Jesus. Now, before we get too hard on him, I want you to know that he didn't go to the gypsy. He didn't go to the self-help store at the local 7-Eleven and find a book. He didn't get on Amazon.com. He went to the source of the answer to his problem. He went to Jesus. Something was missing in his life, and he went to Jesus. Jesus quizzed him. And the other thing I want you to recognize, Jesus never stopped loving him. Even though the man could not do what he wanted to do, Jesus loved him. And the problem was the man wasn't willing to give everything up. Everything that he'd worked so hard for, and trust God with his future. Next slide, please. This is a time for us to listen. There's a lot of people right now that are searching. And as I mentioned humorously before, we got this notion, everyone's searching for the right gift. We need to listen a little more carefully. We have friends and neighbors, like the young ruler that I just read about, recognize something is missing. Maybe their job doesn't give them the same feeling it once did. Maybe their home life isn't like it once was. Maybe some things are missing, like the funds to pay for all the gifts that they're trying to pile up. You know, I can remember, this is just a quick aside. When I was much younger, and my youngest son was only 4 years old, I was sure the way we could do this was find the perfect gift for him. And you measured that by the pound, or the number of packages. And I think we had about 15 or 20 packages for this kid. And everybody else in the home is tearing theirs apart. And we got almost finished and noticed that my son had only opened 4 boxes. He was playing with the boxes. So often we get caught up in all that stuff. You know, and I'm pointing out we need to listen. And what makes that tough at this time of year is we're all busy too. We're all searching for which party do we go to? What's my calendar look like? What food should we have? Who do we invite to the house? Do we have to worry about Aunt Betty coming over here and Uncle Joe and they don't get along? Do we have to worry about where does Jesus get caught in all of this? We create more stress to people due to the financial pressure of this season, the family dynamics, and the emotional expectations. Surveys consistently show that a large majority of adults experience stress during this time of year with specific concerns, including affording the gifts